morning, fellow students, teachers, and the school committee. It is truly an honor to have you here.
Welcome to ABHM Academy, where today we will teach you all about formal communication. This will be quick and informative. And after this video, I will hope you will know all about our main topic. For this day, Sir Mailig, will you start the discussion?
Absolutely. We are going to start on a basic formal communication. In a minute, but first communication. Communication refers to a widespread activity that influences almost every aspect of our lives. We spend a lot of time speaking with one another, whether it's at work or at home. The word communications comes from the Latin word communities, which implies common. As a result, communication entails the expression of the common ideas, opinion, or information, or the sharing of such ideas, opinions, or information.
If we have no communication to express our ideals and opinions, the present societal structure would collapse, eventually resulting in the extinction of life. How well is that? Because communication is required for socialization, one would function as an individual without it. Thus, there would be no exchange of ideals. Everything would be done inefficiently.
Formal communication, on the other hand, refers to official communication that takes place through formal channels. Formal channels are communication lines that are developed by the companies or organizationally established. Formal communication can take the form either or oral or written. Communication, interviews, meetings, presentation are all examples of oral communication, while notes, memos, letters, reports, and other forms of written communication are all examples of written communication.
We can classify formal communication into four types: downward, upward, lateral, and interactive communications. The first being downward communication occurs when information and messages pass down the formal chain of command or hierarchical structure of an organization. Messages and orders, in other words, begin at the top of the organizational hierarchy and work their way down to the bottom. The same process is followed by responses to downward messages.
For example, the CEO tells his or her assistant to announce that this upcoming Wednesday, he will start to raise the employee's salary if they manage to get their work finished by Friday.
It now travels from the controlling office to the branch, from the head of the division to the head of the unit, via secured senior executives and junior level employees. Downward communication can take several forms, including corporate goals, business priorities, motivating letters, work-related directives, newsletters, and letters from the CEO or general manager's desk.
Outward communications, on the other hand, refers to the process through which lower-level employees can interact directly with senior management to provide feedback, complaints, or suggestions about the company's day-to-day operations. Organizations are increasingly using upward communication to foster a particularly work culture. Companies that encourage upward communications are better equipped to make decisions that define their workers. For example, a set of workers complains about the way the CEO treats them. This then travels to his supervisor, to the head of the unit, to the head of the department, to inclusive the company, and finally to the CEO. Different hierarchical level on the or ties exist in large organization banks, finance companies, insurance companies, railways, and other people-oriented industrial, usually further a three-tile or four-tier structure.
Communication that takes place among any employees on the same organizational level, however, is called lateral communication. It is also known as horizontal communication. In today's dynamic environment, horizontal communication are frequently needed to save time and facilitate coordination in process to horizontal manner and takes place among equal and at peer level. This type of communication that occurs between employees at the same organizational level, whether they are in the same or different departments. For example, communication between managers in different departments, such as between finance department manager and marketing department manager, and rather between executive of department of different
And
departments.
lastly, we have interactive communication. Interactive communication is a form of communication in which both participants, whether human, machine, or art form, are active and can influence one another. It's a two-way dynamic information flow. With the emergence of computers, the internet, and digital and mobile devices, many previously one-way forms of communication, such as books and television, have become interactive. These new collaborative technologies, often known as new media, have dramatically expanded the possibilities for interactive communication across mediums, disciplines, cultures, social classes, regions, and even time. The word interactive communication is a new term that incorporates these expanding types of communication. Examples of interactive communication ranges from basic dialogue and nonverbal communication, game, books, interactive fiction and storytelling, hypertext, interactive television and movies, photos and video manipulation, video sharing, video games, social media, user-generated content, interactive marketing and public relations, augmented reality, ambient intelligence, and virtual reality are all examples of interactive marketing and public relations.
And that concludes our lesson for today. If you want to know more about English literature, go to ABH Academy and click the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.